ነው ማለት የምፈልገው ከዚህ ቀጥሎ እንትን ከማለቴ በፊት ህሊና ታይትል ምንድነው የ5 ደቂቃ the making of a nation or the making of a nation የሚል እንትን አለ አንድ 5 ደቂቃ ወስዳ ታቀርባለች ምን ላይ ነው
በመጀመሪያ አመሰግናለሁ making of a nation የሚለውን ወጣት ላይ ሴቶች ላይ ደግሞ እና ኢንተግሬትድ ሆኖ ለኔሽን ያለውን ኮንትሪቢዩት ለማቅረብ ሞክራለሁ በመሃል ወንዶች አሉ ምክንያቱም እዚህ ብዙ ፕሬዘንት ስለተደረጋችሁ አይ ቲንክ በጣም ኢምፖርታንት ነው እና ስለተፈቀደልኝ በጣም እያመሰገንኩኝ በእንግሊዘኛና በአማርኛ ስለማቀርበው ይቅርታ ጠይቃለሁ እንግሊዘኛ ፓወርፖይንት እዚህ ጋር ሰርቶ በአማርኛ ለመናገር ከወንድሜ እማራለሁ በደንብ ምንድነው ፖይንቴ ኔሽንን ቢልድ ስናደርግ በጣም ኢምፖርታንቱ ነገር ወጣቱ ነው ተብሏል ወጣቱ ላይ ምንድነው ልዩነቱ አንቺ ካደግሽበት ብላችሁ ብትሉኝ we used to have a sense of pride and we need to create nation building to be successful the youth should have a strong sense of belonging we should accept that identity and pride in the nation if we don't have this pride to say I'm Ethiopian whatever the nation we're going to call it we need to be able to do this but how are we going to do this where do we have to invest there is a huge gap currently we must invest in education health and nourishment sectors I've got a chance to visit Bahar Dar like the youth center we call it and it was 3-4 years ago it was literally nothing they were just sitting there they get together there was no topic to talk about there is literally nothing we have to nourish this we build a great nation only when we nurture the youth and how do we do this because we can have a great concept we can have a great nation but if we don't educate our youth in the value of the nation we will not be able to make it successful what drives us most is for me our culture there is a lot to explore Afar Kalil I know little but in the Ethiopian embassy or in any other place I see so many things and I was like oh my god I'm Ethiopian and I didn't know all this Belgium there is a lots of tourists that they go to Ethiopia they know much more than me and I think we should focus on these topics to be able to build a strong nation I should be proud for the things we have in Afar I should be proud for the things we have in Bahar Dar I should be proud for the things we have in Mekelle and we were like that and I still want to insist we should be able to cultivate this again we should be able to bring this one again because our commonalities those are what will make us strong social media this is my background so my background I've studied computer science and I currently work also as a program manager in business process improvement and social media strategy so what do I want to say here to you is that it is a global problem we have advantage and we have disadvantage the disadvantage is there is a lots of use more than 40 or 60 million we have to educate how to use this thing but if we know how to use it we will accelerate and be where the Europeans are right now. The only thing is the government by itself, they don't have the knowledge how to define a strategy for social media. How do we use it? Policymakers can use it. Policy making is actually, you listen to people's problem. Where do you gather people's problem? It's in the social media. Then when you see, okay, this is a problem that exists everywhere. What do? You define a policy to answer for that. And how do you communicate back? You communicate back using the social media. Social media can make or break a nation in this area of globalization. We cannot ignore it. But please do not have always a negative thing. It's our weakness to educate them, to strategize it. News travel fast, they react to it faster. So the only thing we need to do is just we need to be smarter to set the agenda, to give them the things they want to talk about. When the government give you different negative topics, what do? You talk about it all that. So what I want is the government to give us the topics that we have in our commonalities. We are there, in Amara region there is poor people, in Oromo region there is poor people. Let us talk about those. What there is youth in every region. There is women's problem in every region. So without our ethnicity, we've got a common problems we can talk about in social media. This is one of the example. So it's not really bad, but we need to focus. So this is my favorite one. Women. The women role in the nation building, it's not something new. We can see Afghanistan, we can see different African countries. They are a key element on building peace, restoring hope, conflicts and resolution, and community building. Here, I want to say one thing. The policymakers only include women only when we have the problem. And afterwards, after we solve it, then they let us go. That's it. But the policymakers need to involve women and in the social life. If we help women organized way, the nation building process will become faster. We can execute it faster. Of course, they have a vital role in the family. So if you engage a woman, it's like the backbone of the society is women. So we have to equip women in the knowledge, in the tooling, into the concept of nation building, and you will see an amazing change in the community as well. So to finish it quickly, a nation building is, for me, a process should emphasize on our commonality and brotherhood. For us all to say, we agree in this nation, it's only, we will be focusing different kinds of issues we have. But please, we shouldn't start in our differences. We should start in our commonality. When we start in our commonality, it's very easy to solve the problem. When we start from the problem, then you are looking at the things from the problem mind, so it will be difficult to reach. So nation building should focus in mainly for the commonalities we have. That binds us together. That means it will be very easy for us to solve our problem. And if we cannot build a nation in the minds and the hearts of people, there will not be a real dynamic nation. Because the one youth in one village should be able to have in his mind, in his heart, to be able to say, okay, Ethiopia is this. I have to be feeling proud to talk about Oromo region, Amara region, whatever I go in German, in Holland, and everything. But that pride, that mindset, it should happen. And in my last slide, I want to say Ethiopia's future is in this is in the hands of this generation. Let us strive to create. This is a very important one. A law-abiding nation that values and respects all lives in equal measure. This is really important. We haven't built this. My life is much important than the other person's life. That's what happened now. That's just because we did not create the society or the youth in such a way. That's it for me. Thank you.
እናመሰግናለን ሊና በጣም ጥሩ